just walk us through some of the just to configure it, like even the units, like the actual names of the sensor, and then I know you've got some, like I was looking at, like you've got a SmartLink TPMS tablet. You've got another one that's the Doran CONNECT 360. And then even the sensors themselves. Can you just sort of walk through, like, are there different sensor sizes? Is it sort of one size fits all for the OTR? Let's just start with the sensor first.
Sure. Great question. So the external valve stem mounted tire pressure sensor, fully compatible with liquids inside the tires. That's relatively standard, no matter the size of equipment that we're working with.
Okay.
Threads right onto the end of a large bore valve stem. From there, the Doran systems, the Doran technology, kind of working our way up the ladder. You have the 360 OTR off the road. That's our basic standalone system. Sensors report to an in-cab monitor display. So as soon as the ignition is keyed on, the operator sees a green light. Quick reference, green means good LED light if all pressures are within specifications. If any tire is low on air, there's going to be a red light warning, an audible beeping sound, and the screen is going to say low pressure PSI and lock in on that tire that's underinflated. Okay, so that's the basic standalone system. From there, we can look at technology to make a technician's job or a technician's life a little bit easier in the field. Okay, a lot of times in mine sites or quarries, tire service providers, they're doing all this tire work, but maybe they don't have access to climb up in the cabin and see what the pressure readings are on that Doran screen. So with the OTR one-click system, you can utilize the Doran SmartLink tablet that you mentioned, and utilizing an application on the tablet, pull the last reported pressure and temperature data for each tire on that truck or wheel loader, all in one click of the screen. Okay, so now standing on the ground, you can be sitting in your service truck. You can see, okay, truck number 105, all my tire pressures are within spec. That tablet is multifunction, so it also allows you to walk around and manually enter tire serial number, tire tread. You can also take pictures of the tires. If there's cracks in the tires or damage to the wheel, you can now document that, save it to the tablet in a time and date stamped file, and then upload it or physically connect it to a laptop or a desktop. And now you have a historical reference on that air check, on that asset, on that particular tire.
Something like that must have become like now with all this maintenance and safety, all the things that are now just, I mean, they're mandatory on so many of these sites, and not just mandatory, they always have been, but at another level. Is this becoming have you noticed an increase in popularity for demand?
We have.
Yeah.
The off-road side of Doran's business continues to grow, and it really is not dependent upon economic conditions in the mining industry.
Interesting.
These trucks, this equipment it's always running. There may be more, there may be less. Some minerals might be up, some might be down, but the safety of the technicians and the operators and the team members at the different mine sites, the safety of the equipment, protecting the investment in tires, that never changes. Okay, and the Doran technology really helps in all of those areas. So moving from the basic standalone system to the one-click, now we look at how do we get that data off of the machines. Doran has the capability to tie into really any third-party telemetry or telematics provider through whatever data communication protocol they want, whether it's RS-232, J1939, J1939 CAN bus, Bluetooth, etc. We have our own proprietary solutions. One is called Doran CONNECT. Think of that in terms of a cellular-based GPS fleet management type system. The other is Yard Check, where we create a broad wireless coverage area at the mine site. And any assets that enter into that coverage area or operating in that coverage area, data will upload to the cloud every 15 minutes. So you're not tracking it real time, but you're getting 15-minute increments of data, which in many cases is more than sufficient for the customer.